Hello friends, Miss Emily here. I am here today to do a demonstration of how to make our October family craft kit. We're going to make bouncy balls, and at the end of the video I will talk about why I don't already have an example to show you. So the things that the library is going to provide you is glitter glue pin, just enough for a bouncy ball. If you want to add more that you have at home, you can make them bigger or different colors. We're gonna actually give you 2 glitter glue pens, and I will talk at the end of the video about why we're going to give you those as well. So glitter glue and borax solution, which is a solution that you put in the laundry or dishwasher, or you can use with cleaning your dishes, but we're going to use a solution to cause a chemical reaction with what you will have to provide at home is 1 cup of water, very full. You should use a liquid measuring cup instead of a dry measuring cup, but I couldn't find one at work, so we're doing the best we can. Something else that you will have to provide, which hopefully you probably have at home, is a bowl and a spoon. Bowl doesn't have to be this big, but I would not use a small bowl for it because you're gonna be stirring. Okay, so we're gonna get making our bouncy balls. All right, the first step is take your cup of water and dump it into your bowl. You wanna make sure that the water is warm, not cold and not too hot. But I will also share another tip about the temperature of the water in a minute, because I had to do some experimenting with mine when I was doing this, and I hope that you will do some experimentation as well. So you're gonna need your grown-up to handle the borax for you, because borax can be very harsh or make your skin hurt. It can be irritable to your skin, so have your grown-up help you. You want a tablespoon, and you wanna get a good tablespoonful of borax. That's a little full still. All right, and just dump it in. And then you stir. You wanna make sure that it gets completely absorbed, mixed together, so you can't see. So the borax looks like laundry soap, if you've ever seen laundry soap before. It's white powder, kind of. You want to make sure it gets completely mixed into the water. And I was having a lot of trouble getting my borax completely mixed into my water when I was doing this the first time for my test run. And I found that if you heat up your water for just a little bit, it will absorb. So I put the bowl in the microwave for 15 seconds and got it out, and it was completely all absorbed. So you can kind of hear how my spoon, it's like touching the grittiness, and that is the borax in there. And so you want to make sure that you stir it. So if your water is just not hot enough, it might need a little bit more heat to get it completely mixed up. So you can kind of see on my spoon, there's little white dots on there, and that is the borax. You just want to continue to mix until all of that borax is absorbed up. And I think I'm actually going to go and throw this in the microwave really quick, and then I'm going to come back when it's all absorbed. So I'm going to put on my super fun mask that my friend and coworker Melanie sister made for me. Put on my mask, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna heat up my borax solution so it completely dissolves. I'll see you in a minute. I heated my borax solution, my water and borax up for about 30 seconds. Sorry, it was more about 20. It wasn't quite done at 15. I stopped it after about 5 more seconds and it was fine. So you can hear when I stir it, there's not that gritty noise anymore. And if you look at it, you can't see any of those white little dots in it. So that means it's all absorbed up. It's all mixed together. It's combined. Okay, so now we'll get our glitter glue pen and we will squeeze the glue into the bowl. Try to get it all in one place, but not 100% necessary if you don't. You want to give it a good squeeze. Make sure it all gets out. I even like to fold mine up and then fold it up again. So I make sure to get all of the glue out. And then kind of like you do a toothpaste, you let it go and then you come back and squeeze all of it from the top to the bottom so you can make sure to get it all out. Oh, a lot more came out then. And how much glitter glue you put in will determine how big your ball is. So if you want to put in 2 pens, or if you have a bottle at home that you want to use, you can put in more. You can also, again, experiment with how much you like. So it's all gone. So then you see the glitter glue is hardening at the bottom, or in our solution. So you just want to, I also like to turn mine over to make sure that the top that was sitting out of the water when you put the glue in also gets the solution. So grab it and drop it if you so did. And then you want to just make your glue into a ball. So I'll tell you that this is gonna get messy. And one thing, when I found this activity, didn't tell me was gonna happen, happened to me, and I kind of got a little worried because I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna do what it's supposed to do. But I kept working at it and it finally got going okay. So something that I also found out is that this is gonna get like your hands very dirty, or not dirty, sticky and wet. You wanna make sure that you wash your hands directly after doing this before you touch your face or touch your clothes, because borax can kind of sometimes be, like I said, irritant to your face or to your skin. So you wanna continue to roll the ball just in your hands like this. See, it's starting. I gave it a little time to air dry, so it'll air dry a little bit. What happened the last time that I did this was all of this, the ball started to get all over my hands. The glue kind of came apart and got all over my hands. But I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna work. That's too bad. I really liked this fun thing. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then I just kept working at it. So really it was like all over my fingers and it was all over my hands, just everywhere. But I kept working at it. So it's starting to do that again. So you see it's starting to come apart completely. And this is the part where I was like, oh no. But then, I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm just gonna keep going. And it got worse because now it's starting to get on the table even. And oh man, I was definitely thinking that this wasn't gonna turn out. But then I just kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and it turned back into a ball. And now it's not so sticky on the outside. And I rolled it all over my hands where all of the stick was, the glue was. You could even probably pick up some of the stuff that dropped on the table. And then you just kept rolling. And the more you roll it, the nicer it's gonna look. And the better bouncy ball it'll be. Plus it's fun. You get into that groove, you roll it. And now kind of squishy and bouncy, and it bounces. And rolls. Sorry, I keep putting my arms on the table and then rolling, and it shakes my stand, so I'm sorry, my picture was probably jumping all about. But there you have it. Bouncy ball. The person that did the craft that I found this added a bunch of colored glitter glue with clear glitter glue, and it made a really fun kind of transparent color where it's almost clear, but then there was some, she used blue, but with this one it would be orange. There was some orange in there, and I thought it was really neat. So if you want to, again, this solution will not go away. Look, nothing changed with our borax and our water. It's there. So you could do as many more bouncy balls as you want. You just pour in the glue in this solution. And if it starts, if you're looking at it and you start to see some of that white, the borax getting in there, you could just heat up the water again, and it will absorb, it'll mix together, and you'll be able to do it. So you could do as many as you want. Like I mentioned, we're gonna give you 2 glitter glue pens. Jeez, can't get that right. One is going to be the name brand Elmer's glue, and another is going to be a not name brand knockoff. I think it's called Creative Art or Crazy Art. We started with these because we had these at work at the library, and it didn't do so great, for me at least. So I went and bought some Elmer's glue, which is said to be better for some reason, and it worked. I don't know if it worked any better or not, because I think the first time I did it, my borax solution wasn't completely absorbed, it wasn't completely mixed, so I think that had something to do with it too. And so I want to know how well you think each different kind of glue worked. If the Elmer's really does, like they said, work much better than like a knockoff kind. So you let us know and show us your bouncy balls. Another thing is, and this is the reason that I don't have my bouncy ball here. Another thing that I want to point out that happens, and the reason that I didn't have a bouncy ball at the beginning of the video to start with, is if you put your bouncy ball down on the table and you step away for a day or two, you're gonna come back and it's gonna be completely flat. So what the bouncy ball is it's really, really, really thick slime. So you're gonna put it down and it's gonna turn from a ball into a flat disc. The person who did the craft said that you could just pick it up and roll it back into a ball shape and you're all good. When I did that, my bouncy ball stayed on my desk for 2 days, and I came back and it was a flat disc and it was super dry. So I could not roll it back into a bouncy ball. But I want to see if maybe some of you, if you added a little bit more water, or if you put it into a water and borax solution again, would you be able to get it to where you could manipulate it back and roll it back into a ball? Or if, like mine, it just stayed dry and it wouldn't go back into a ball. So please let me know. Post your bouncy ball experiments on Facebook or send them to the library any way you want. And I cannot wait to see all of your bouncy balls and how they work and how fun this is going to be. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, I really enjoyed my time with you today, and I cannot wait to see everybody's bouncy ball. So I have to go back into the library now. So I'm going to put back on my super fun mask, and I'm going to go into the library and get stuff to help clean up my mess here, and then see if I can help some people with finding books. Bye everyone, have a nice day.